Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash, and double honors to the big brethren, the men of great millstone, the ones that the Most High have set up to teach and preach the true doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And to the rest of the brethren on down, Shalom Bayat HaDawada, and to the Hakim and Akwat, that's out to repent, Shalom Mashpakah. And Shahakara coming at you with a quick one. And this is just a real quick one. And I don't see how people don't get it. So you're in the second covenant in the place of your captivity. Well, when we was jacked up in our first, before the first covenant was made with us, we was in the place of our captivity. What happened? When you brought out of that place of your captivity and the Most High made a covenant with you, did he make it with us when we was in Egypt or when we came out? When we came out. See? And then when we came out, what had to be done first before the covenant was made with you? What had to be done first? Did not the sacrifice had to be done first? Before the covenant was made with you? And on top of that sacrifice being done first, before the covenant was made with you, all the tribes was present. All the tribes was present. Now, why don't these individual or people of our nation, why don't they get that the sacrifice for the second covenant has been made? That's it. It's just the sacrifice for the second covenant that has been made. You ain't in the second covenant yet. You got the sacrifice, because Mashiach ain't going to come back and he ain't going to die for individuals' sins no more, for Israelites' sins no more. So the sacrifice for the second covenant has been established already. But we're not in the second covenant yet. The sacrifice has been made yet. See, that's the reason for him coming back and saving his people. So why? So he can bring you into the bond, so he can tie you, connect you to the second covenant, bring you into, matter of fact, let's go through a few of these scriptures. I'm just going to go through a few and end it off. Not long. Just want to make a few points. Let's go to it. Let's go to Exodus 24. Exodus 24. And, you see the title. People affirm their covenant with Yahweh. Now, before I start this, when you sit back and tell somebody, what's your dietary law? Well, all Israelites should know it. You can't eat these particular things. Shrimp, crab, lobster, swine flesh, and dogs, cats, bats, mice, mouses, rats, and all. It's a bunch of stuff you can't eat. And it's some things that you can eat. Now, if you tell a brother or a sister what they can and can't eat, are you telling them what they can and can't eat according to the second covenant or the first? You telling them according to the first. See, so if you in the second covenant now, the first covenant is done. You can't be in the second covenant and then the first covenant is still present. It has to be completely done away, non-existent. So where is your do's and don'ts according to the second covenant? And don't try to go to Matthew 22 or Matthew 19, Romans, Romans 13, if I'm not mistaken. Don't try to go into those and say these are the commandments of the second covenant. Don't try to do that, because those are things that was told to you already according to the first covenant. See, but let me grab this though, and if I don't forget, if the Spirit allow me, I'll go get those too. But let's start here. Exodus 24 and 3. And Moses came and told the people all the words of Yahweh and all the judgments, and all the people, what people? The Israelites answered with one voice and said, all the words which Yahweh has said we will do. And Moses wrote all the words of Yahweh, and rose up early in the morning, and builded an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars, according to the 12 tribes of Israel. So all the tribes was present here. All of them. When the Most High made the first covenant with us, all the tribes were present. Verse 5, and he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto Yahweh. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. Sacrifice was made, and he took the book of the covenant and read it in the audience of the people. And they said, all that Yahweh has said we will do, and be obedient. We agreed. That's the covenant right there. But what had to happen? The sacrifice had to be made first, right? Verse 8, and Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people. On what people? On all 12 tribes. And said, behold, the blood of the covenant which Yahweh had made with you concerning all these words. See? So that blood was spilled. Before that covenant was made with you, we was binded by that agreement, by the blood. See? But all the point is all our tribes was present. Now we have our sacrifice for the second covenant, which had already been done. But was all the tribes present of that? Was all 12 tribes present due to that sacrifice of the second covenant? Well, you already know. You should know, according to the scriptures, all 12 tribes was not present according to the sacrifice of the second covenant. I'm just making points. The southern kingdom was present. The northern kingdom was not present. You probably had a few individuals of the northern kingdom that was present, but I'm telling you, all 12 tribes was not present. See? But yet and still, you still have the sacrifice for for the second covenant. That's still active. That's still present though, no matter what. But are all 12 tribes present of the second covenant? No. Mashiach have to come back and bring us into that bond. Let me grab this real quick. Let's go here. Ezekiel. Ezekiel, it's 20. Ezekiel 20, and I'm going to start at 33. Yakan. Ezekiel 20 and 33. What it says, Yahweh will restore Israel to her land. Meaning what? All 12 tribes is going back into their land. When that's going to happen? When Yahweh shall return. Right? Ezekiel 20 and 33. As I live, said the Lord, power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, surely with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out, will I rule over you. And I will bring you out from the people. What do you got to do? What was going to happen? What happened to the first covenant? Wasn't we brought out of the place of our captivity? And then we went into the bond of that first covenant? But check this out. And I will bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries where ye are scattered, with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. And I will do what? And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face. How is Yahweh going to plead with us face to face? Through Mashiach Yahushua. See? And what it says? Verse 36. Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, said Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant. You see that? He said he gonna bring us into the bond of the covenant. What he gonna do? He gonna bring us into the bond of the first covenant? No, he said he gonna plead with us like he pleaded with our fathers in the wilderness of Egypt. So what? That was according to the first covenant. Bringing us into this bond of the covenant is talking about the second covenant. But see what? Yahweh has to return so you can be brought into the bond of the second covenant. See? So how are you in the second covenant now? How? He got to return to bring you into the bond of the second covenant. You ain't received no commandments and no do's and no don't. Didn't he say when he come, he said, for the law shall go forth from Jerusalem? See? So if you're in the second covenant now, show me your second covenant do's and don'ts right now. We still got our do's and don'ts according to the second covenant. Whether we went into captivity as a punishment, but in the time we coming out our punishment, what we gonna do? We gonna practice these righteous acts. Practice what righteous acts? Practice the righteous acts that you was already given according to the first covenant. You ain't been given no righteous acts to commit, to complete or to accomplish according to the second covenant yet. See? So people don't get it. That's that Edomite theologian garbage that motherfuckers was told. That's why you think our people be sitting back saying, the law has been done away with. Because why? Because they know they've been taught by them devils that you weren't given no laws according to the second covenant. That's why they say that dumbass shit. But you clearly know in the scriptures the laws of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is not done away with for us. Flock you. But let me continue. See, so we ain't making, but let me go here real quick. Let's go to Matthew right quick. Just wanted to make these little quick points. Matthew 19, and let's go down to 36. Matthew 22 and 36. I think, yeah. Matthew 20 and 36. What it says right here, pertaining to what? This is what he says. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Meaning in the Torah, which is the great commandment. Yahweh shall say unto him, thou shalt love Yahweh thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, meaning another Israelite as yourself. Hebrew word is amayat, your own kindred, as yourself. See, those are a couple commandments. But it was already told to you from what? Leviticus. So these are the commandments that Yahweh shall give you according to the first covenant, not the second covenant. Let's go to 19 now. Let's get a few more. Let's go down to 18, Slakia. 18. Starting at 16. And it says what? Well, I'm just getting to the point. It says what? Verse 17. And he said unto him, Matthew 19 and 17, and he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is Yahweh. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. What commandments? It's talking about the commandments that you was given according to the first covenant. And it says what? He said unto him, which Yahweh shall say, thou shalt do no murder. Where's that at? In Leviticus. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Where's that at? In Leviticus. Thou shalt not steal. Leviticus. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Leviticus. Honor thy father and thy mother. Leviticus. And thou shalt love thy neighbor, meaning another Israelite, as thyself. Second commandment, which is in Leviticus. See, this in the Torah. See, those are the things, and it's a list of them. The dietary law, the customs we keep, you're doing it according to the first covenant, the agreement. See, you ain't been given no second covenant commandments. See, going into that same one, let's grab that in Romans 13. I think it's 10 if I'm not mistaken. Verse 9. Is it 9? Yep. And what he says right here, Romans 13. And this ain't according to the second covenant. These are things being told to you according to the first covenant. And what it says, Romans 13 and 8. Owe no man anything but to love one another. Israelites loving other Israelites. What it says, for he that loveth another had fulfilled the law. Because why? That's the commandment. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery. Same thing he said in Matthew 19 chapter. Thou shalt not kill, murder. Thou shalt not steal. Same thing. See, these are the same things. You ain't been given no commandments according to the second covenant. See? Period, point blank. See, so wasn't all the tribes present when they received those, when we received those laws, statutes, commandments, those things on what to do and what not to do? All the tribes were present. Now, where's the northern kingdom at? What Yahushua say he gonna come and close up that breach, meaning the separation between the two. See, then you're gonna go into the bond. When that happened, you're going into the bond of the second covenant. Why? Because we all go be together. We all go know what we're supposed to be doing and not doing. Because why? First, you got to be saved for you to be changed and to be made obedient, be given a clean heart, be given a new spirit for you to be obedient to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's going to be given to you according to the second covenant. Why? So you can fulfill the second covenant, so you won't go off no more. So how are you in the second covenant right now and motherfuckers still going off? You still run around doing wickedness and then saying, we gonna go off sometime. Wait, according to the second covenant, the promise was made by Yahweh Shem Yahushua that you're not gonna go off no more. That you're not gonna do these wicked things that you're not supposed to be doing anymore. See, but I just wanted to make that point. Because our people just don't get it. That's that heathen, Edomite, Christian garbage. What they speaking. Man, the only thing that's been established is a sacrifice for the second covenant, and that's it. And you should be thankful for that. See, matter of fact, let me go here real quick. Just popped into my head, so let's grab this. Ezekiel 37. Let's go down. I'm gonna start at, well, you see what it says for the title, Ezekiel 37 and verse 15. See what it says right there? The reunion of Judah and Israel. What? Us coming back together. This is according to the second covenant. See? Because all the tribes were present according to the first covenant. Do not all tribes have to be present for the second covenant also? So you think he just go bring Judah into the bond of the second covenant, and then Northern Kingdom they just left out hanging, and then they gonna be brought in later? No, you're gonna be brought in together. See, that's why in Jeremiah, if I'm not mistaken, Jeremiah, what is that? Is it 50 and 33? Well, it's Jeremiah 3 and 18, if I'm not mistaken. Matter of fact, let's grab that real quick. Jeremiah 3, and let's go down to 18. And what he says, in those, matter of fact, let's read this too. Well, it's the same thing gonna be repeated in Ezekiel. Watch this. Jeremiah 3 and verse 17. At that time, they shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and all nations shall be gathered to it, to the name of Yahweh, to Jerusalem. Neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil heart. What's going to happen? In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north, to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers. But you get that point? He said we ain't gonna walk no more after the imagination of our evil heart. And the northern kingdom, southern kingdom, and northern kingdom, we gonna go back into our land together. To what? Do what? To be brought into the bond of the second covenant. See? To be brought into that bond of the covenant, you have to be together. See? But let's go back now. Let's go to Ezekiel 37. And you see what it said right here, the reunion of Judah and Israel. Now let's go down. I'm just going to make it snappy to the point. And what it says, I'm going to start at 21. And say unto them, Ezekiel 37 and 21, and say unto them, thus said Yahweh, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whether they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. What did he say? Judah and the northern kingdom. bring them into their land, right? Verse 22, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all. And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. Neither, what it says, neither, same thing it said in Jeremiah 3 and 17, neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions. But I will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. See? And this is according to the second covenant, man. This is according to the second covenant. So why don't these people get it, man? Why don't they get it? You know, just tell the truth. Just say, hey, we have our sacrifice for the second covenant, but we're not in the second covenant yet. See, Yahushua got to come back and bring you into that. See, but I'm going to end off there. You know, I just want to make those few points. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rachaha Kodash, Shalom Yasharala, Wa, Abad, Babal. Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Shalom.